All right, episode 8, Motor City Chirps. Today is, I gotta look at my watch because I don't know, June 22nd. It is a wonderful Wednesday on a 90 plus degree day. I'm sweating just sitting here.
Oh, it's hot.
It's a hot one. But basically, episode 8, talk a little Stanley Cup at the end, little NBA Finals. I know we're a little behind, but
Yeah,
we
just
both
a
work
little.
full time. We both work full time, so bear with us. A little Tigers talk, basically just Riley Greene, and then a little NBA draft, which hopefully you guys will see this before the NBA draft actually starts. I'm sure you will, but we'll go over a little bit what we think the Pistons should do, and also we got some breaking news. I guess we could start off with Jeremy Grant officially out of Detroit.
Wait, I didn't even hear. I have not even been on my phone at all really today.
Breaking news for Zach.
Thank the Lord. I'll get into that in a second. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. What happened? Oh, no.
Before you say that. Yes. Before you say that.
Come on, Brendan.
Yeah, I'm gonna read verbatim the Woj bomb, and I want you to I want your raw reaction.
Because, yeah, you're getting the raw reaction here. Okay.
I had
no idea.
My reaction was a lot of curse words.
No way, dude.
All right, ready?
I guess.
Woj bomb. Detroit has traded Jeremy Grant to Portland for the 2025 first round pick. That's it. End of tweet.
You're kidding. Wait.
Let me read it again. I know you. Detroit has traded Jeremy Grant to Portland for the 2025 first round pick via Milwaukee. So just to kind of bring it down a little bit more, I don't think Milwaukee is going to be terrible in 2025. So that pick could easily be in the 20s or the 30s. Yeah. They get 21 million, or they have 43 million total in salary cap now. And they got a few, and it says they swapped this year's second round pick. So we're getting 36 instead of 46. That's it.
I can't fucking do this shit anymore. I fucking can't with this fucking team. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Fucking what pick?
One.
Are you serious?
One fucking pick. One. And it's 3 years from now. 3 years. I was hoping we'd be in the playoffs in 3 years. I don't get it. I don't. And I like Troy Reaver. Trust me, I do. But dude, was his value that low? I don't think so.
It was fucking not. Okay, listen. Hold on. Let me fix myself. Okay. They should have. Okay, so Steven's coming on the show, right? He's coming on post draft. Okay. I want to get into this more when Steven's here because this will be good.
I can also do a Steven live tweet reaction.
Did he just tweet?
No, he just when it come out, he just said, "Yo, wow."
Okay. Detroit swaps 2022 second round picks, getting 36 for 46 with Portland too. Denver gets a 2025 second round pick back from Portland, and Portland sends the most favorable 2026 second round pick between Portland and New Orleans to Detroit. And that was Detroit has traded Jeremy Grant to Portland for 2025 first round pick via Milwaukee. Wait, so what does this mean? Portland sends the most favorable 2026 second round pick between Portland and New Orleans to Detroit. So we also get that pick somehow?
I believe so.
Okay. So basically, we're getting the 2025 first-round pick via Milwaukee, and we're getting the 2026 second-round pick between Portland and New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever the most favorable is, whatever the fuck that's all about. So
It
basically,
probably just means who finishes worse.
Basically, a shitty pick. Basically,
yeah.
The first
Any
one,
second round pick is
the first, unless it's Jokic, but it didn't fucking never happen ever.
right.
Okay, so basically, we got jack shit for Jeremy Grant. All right.
Yes.
I brought up Steven because I have been vigorously debating with Steven why us holding on to Jeremy Grant has been just a terrible idea in general. We should have shipped him last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, Steven, when you see this, we need to discuss this on next episode when we're doing the draft and all that.
ASAP.
Because I already told Steven, I can't remember if I told you, when we're talking post-draft, I'm probably going to need you guys to calm me down because I'm probably going to be pissed off as it is, seeing what we're going to do. But this just adds a whole new element. I'm already pissed off. So this is great.
So basically giving away top 3 player on our team, right? Jeremy Grant. All we got back, if you're looking at just 2022, is we moved up from 46 to 36 in the second round. That's it. And then you're not getting that you're not getting that first round pick until 3 years from now. And who knows what's going to happen within those 2-3 years. And I get it. I understand it. They need to clear that cap, that cap space.
Right.
We have double the cap space now. So you better somehow figure out how to give Michael Jordan a contract, because that is the only thing that's going to remedy this whole situation, in my opinion.
If Troy doesn't have some sort of master plan going on right now,
there has to be.
If it was literally just if this was just the best he thought he could do, there's no way. He's got to have something else in mind. I know, and I just got an update on my phone, but we've already talked about this, how the Pistons are pursuing Ayton. Yeah. So there's the area of filling in because he's going to probably want a hefty contract. But at the same time, I don't really want to give Ayton a big contract. We already talked about that. I mean, the dude, what the hell was going on in the playoffs, man? What's going on with all that?
And we already got Bagley. So, I mean, if you can have Bagley come back and have a season kind of like he did last year when he came to Detroit, and you would save a whole lot of money, why would you not just roll with him and go even bigger in free agency? I'm not saying, I don't know. It's I know it's comparing apples and oranges, but it's the 2 free agent signings that are looming around are Miles Bridges or DeAndre Ayton. Who would you rather have? I mean, I don't know. I don't think either of them deserve max contracts, in my opinion. I like Miles Bridges a lot, but he wants a max contract. I don't think any team's going to give him that.
I think it's more absurd that he wants a max contract than Ayton, because the thing with Ayton is we've seen he can be a very, very good center, but he doesn't deserve a max contract right now.
No.
I don't know. I don't have the faith in that guy to give him a max contract. I mean, we need a big for Cade. We've been over this. That's the best thing they can do for Cade.
I think Bagley's a great option.
Bagley, I like Bagley. The poor guy with his injuries. That's just the thing, is you can't rely on him. I think capping him in a certain amount of minutes, letting him contribute the way that he can, I think he can fill in gaps for our team, but
I agree.
I don't think he can be a main big to count on. But what are they doing overall, big wise? What are we doing?
Maybe they're saving cap space for LeBron. You never know.
I'm worried, man. I think it's I think they're going to try to throw a mega bag at Ayton. I think that's what they're doing.
I mean,
but dude,
I feel like you could sign someone else. You could give him.
No,
less
you
money.
can. But the main thing is, we just gave Jeremy Grant away for nothing. We gave him away for nothing just so that we can clear up space. Listen, you don't do that. You in any sport, you don't give up a star player just to clear cap space, especially if you're like, well, this guy is gonna be a free agent, so like, you know, we're gonna
unless it's
rely
Russell
on
Westbrook.
We're gonna rely on picking up DeAndre Ayton, and so that's why that's to justify us getting rid of Grant. But like, you can't rely on that. Also, is DeAndre Ayton worth a shit ton of money more than Jeremy Grant? No.
Give me 40-year-old LeBron over DeAndre Ayton. I'd
everyone.
even take 50-year-old LeBron.
60, 70. He'll be here for a long time.
Dude is still probably going to be elite.
Dude, this is they should have. I want to save this. I want to get into this. We're going to have to record another episode soon. Because we're going to have to.
This is perfect for raw reaction.
Our next episode has got to be strictly like the Pistons, because we need to go
Zach
in on this.
on there as well. We'll get 4 people just going in on the Pistons.
And
I like it. And look what I'm wearing today. Look what I decided to wear today. And then that happened. Unbelievable.
Like, I'm pretty sure that you overall are in a similar mindset to how I feel about the Pistons right now. And I know Steven and Zach are most certain. Well, I can't speak for Zach because I don't know his views. I just know you've said he's a very big Pistons fan.
He's very, very big.
I want to see if he's still. I want to know his views on this. I want to know Steven's views on this. And I want this. I feel like this would be a pretty good debate chatter kind of thing for next episode, because this is.
I agree.
I'm speaking just for myself here, but good God,
yeah.
We were already doing so poorly. I like Cade. I think Cade is our future.
Has to be.
But help,
he has
Cade.
To be.
Help, Cade.
You have to. Because remember 3 years ago, 2 years ago, everybody's saying the same thing. We need to build around Jeremy Grant. We need to build around Jeremy Grant. Now we need to build around Cade. We just gave Jeremy Grant for a sack of pennies.
And there's no way
we're going to do that in 3 years with Cade.
There's absolutely no way possible that this was the best deal we could get for him. I've been saying that we should have shipped him before all the bullshit of last season and this season too, before the All-Star break, before the trade value goes down. He's an injury-prone player. Every single time he gets injured, his value is going to go down. The Pistons clearly have not. We've been in the state where we're not going to hang on to him. He has nothing to do with our future playing-wise. We should have just shipped him long ago. I said, don't let this turn into an Andre Drummond situation. I can't with this team, man. I can't. This is the most disgusting. All right, let's move on. Let's just move on.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can go into now another sorry franchise, into the Detroit Tigers. Haven't been playing the best baseball lately. Haven't been playing the worst baseball lately. But I mean, I think we all can agree Riley Greene is actually a very, very good baseball player. And
it helps bring my blood pressure down a little bit right now.
And as much as I hate Alavila, like everybody in the city of Detroit, that is the one, because you can't make a decision on Spencer Torkelson yet. It's too small of a sample size. But Riley Greene, I liked him, and I said this in earlier episodes, I liked him more than Torkelson before either of them came up. I think he's just a 5-tool player. He can play the outfield. He's fast. He can run. He can hit. He can do everything. He can hit for power, contact, whatever. So it sucks that we had to bring him up when we are one of the worst teams in baseball. It's like that Chris Paul meme. It's just a screenshot of a YouTube video, and it said the title of the YouTube video is Chris Paul hits huge three to cut lead to 40.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
So live reaction. Tigers just gave up a 2-run triple. Okay. Anyway, Riley Greene is very, very good at baseball. Through 3 games, he's been on base more times than anybody else on our team combined. And I know that's a lie, but that's what it feels like at this point. And he hits singles. Don't care. He's on base. He gets walked. Don't care. He's on base. He's fast. He scores runs. They put him in the 2-hole today. Got on base his first at bat. Javi hits a 2-run homer behind him. So you need a guy like that you can count on the outfield. He's been making great plays in the outfield as well. I think he's going to be an everyday player. He should be for the rest of the year, at least. And the future is bright with him. I do believe that. So I think that huge explosion, the day he came up in his debut, 15 runs or whatever, of course, one of the only games I didn't watch this year because I was busy. But at the same time, I mean, you've seen the bats wake up a little bit since he's been up. I like that. Javi's had something stupid, 7 extra base hits in his last 5 games. He's on a hot streak. He's kind of starting to come along as the guy that we paid him to be. So yeah, still suck. We still suck.
I think,
but there's a little hope.
I think in the sense, like you said, too small of a sample size for Torque. I think it's kind of the same thing for Riley as well. Now, I'm not saying I think he's going to do bad suddenly. I just think, obviously, I mean,
absolutely. I mean,
insane.
3 games. 3 games.
It's a very small sample size. That being said,
I agree.
That being said, I think both guys. I'm not going to pick one to be better than the other. I think both guys truly are going to be the future of this team's offense. I think Torque's going to come around. His mechanics, everything about it, it's too good. He's just mentally, he'll come around. He'll be fine. But yeah, to see a guy like Greene, there was talks. Do we leave him down? Do we bring him up? What are we going to do? I mean, if he's healthy, he's feeling well, I don't have an issue with them bringing him up. I don't
might as well get some reps in at the major league level when you suck this bad.
Yeah, that is the thing. So
it's not like we're going for anything anyway. So
right, if it wakes up some other bats, that's great. But as it goes for Riley himself, I'm excited. I mean, it's clearly going to be, the future is in good hands in that level. It's a very small level because we need a lot, but it's nice to see young guys contributing and finally being healthy. It's good to see.
2-run homer and we're losing. Okay. Started off 2-0. 4 runs just happened in about 30 seconds. Down 4-2. Anyway, I was literally gonna say maybe we can take one from Boston. Probably not, but yeah, we got a tough little road stretch coming up. I'm done putting any ounce of hope in this team this year. I love the Tigers. I'm still gonna watch, borderline every game, but I'm just starting to see for what they are. They stink. I think Avila is going to be done after this year. I mean, it needs to happen.
Of course, it needs to happen, but will it finally happen?
Good point.
If you can somehow keep him involved with picking, if Illich is just refusing to get rid of him, listen, man, you don't have to take him away from the franchise. Just keep him involved with pitching. He's clearly done a fine job with developing this team's pitching staff. That's fine. But he can't do anything about picking players to help this damn team's offense.
No.
It's
in the last thing I'll say on the Tigers, because there hasn't been much to talk about, is Ken Rosenthal, one of the best baseball beat writers in the business, wrote a piece today on Al Avila, and he wrote a piece on the Tigers and why they're such a quote unquote failure this year after all the offseason hype. Wonderful article. It is so well articulated by Ken, and it finally puts like that local slander that everybody in Detroit saying we need to get rid of Alavila, puts it all on a national level. He just breaks it out. Stats, facts, players. These guys he picked, they fucking suck. These guys he picked, they fucking suck. This guy has not developed anybody in their farm system besides he named like 3 players. Like he just went in on a national scale, and I loved every second of it because now people that don't live in Michigan, that don't live for the Tigers, they understand the pain we're going through, and they understand that our GM just has nothing in between his ears. So thank you, Ken. I appreciate you. Anyway, Tigers stink. Who cares? Riley Greene, yay. NBA Finals.
NBA Finals. Yeah, let's just get right into this. I want to just immediately start off before anything. Let's talk about Jason Mamba Mentality Tatum.
I knew that's what needs to be talked about.
Bitch, where?
Mamba Mentality. That's a quote by Jason Tatum. Good God, man. Like, look.
Non-existent.
I'm a Tatum fan. The way he plays basketball is the way basketball should be played, in my opinion. But my God, man. What the hell were you doing? It's one thing to just be a superstar, because he's undoubtedly, unarguably a top 10 player in the league now. But you can't. It's one thing to not show up like multiple times in the finals. But when you say you're about to do some things that the great legend, arguably the best player to ever play, I can't do this, man. This is just so stupid.
It's like telling your boss at work.
It's a joke.
Like, hey, it's like telling your boss at work, like, yo, like, I'm going to get all of this work that you gave me done by Friday. And when Friday comes, you're clocking out at 5:00 and you did one of the 75 things. And you're like, I put in my effort, put in my all. Just couldn't get it done. He had 14 points. 13. Yeah, even worse.
13
the dude was not
points.
Existent. I watched
3 rebounds. The dude's a good rebounder. Where are you?
I stuck with my guns. I bet on the Warriors in 6. It worked out. I watched the second half because I did the classic. Oh yeah, the NBA Finals are on. Let me check what the score is on ESPN. Right. And it was like Warriors were up 20. I was like, might as well turn it on. And then it got very, very interesting in the fourth quarter, and then they just pulled away and it was over. It was like the most uneventful Game 6 in NBA Finals ever.
Listen, I'll say this. I like the fact. I mean, I didn't watch the game. Everybody knows that, so I don't know his shot attempts in the fourth quarter. I don't know if he had already given up or what.
He didn't get the ball at all in the fourth quarter. It's like all Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
I mean,
in a sense, it's fair, like, but real quick, it's like what we saw from LeBron, in 2011 was the dude just did not want any part of it at the end. Tatum, I mean, he took 18 shots overall. That's a pretty good amount of shots. He shot 33%. That's terrible, but it's not like he only took 10 shots throughout the game. Right. So I'll give him that. Again, I don't know how he did fourth quarter wise shooting. So if it's just his issue of not even calling for the ball anymore, that's the thing too. Everybody knows Mamba mentality with Kobe. You miss every single shot. Who cares? Keep shooting the ball. Doesn't matter.
He's still going to want the ball in his own hands.
Right. So I mean, again, at the end of the day, I don't think it would have mattered regardless. He would have had to put up probably 40, like we said. But I mean, Jaylen Brown, 34 points, shot 46% from three, 52% from the field. Jaylen Brown was just, I guess, a better player for Boston in the finals.
I
And
mean,
that,
he's the whole reason they made that run back to get back in the game when they're down 20, 25.
it says a lot about legacy too. So Jason Tatum's got to figure some things out, and he's got to come back a lot better.
Speaking of legacy,
Better.
Curry finally got that Finals MVP.
Well deserved. Steph Curry played his ass off. Oh, no doubt.
I was hoping they'd just kind of slide the trophy to Andrew Wiggins and be like, "Here you go," and just to see the reaction.
Hey, Wiggins played well. Wiggins played a lot
100%.
better than anybody thought he was going to play.
Clay was non-existent in the last 2-3 games.
No, I like I said, Clay's not what he used to be. I think it's an issue overall if he's still just not back really in a groove of what he was, and I don't know if he ever will. But that being said, the Warriors very well could be right back there next year, especially if Wiseman's healthy. And I think if they get to that point, I think we will see a better Klay Thompson next season if they can get to that point.
I would hope so. It's tough. I mean, it's tough to get a guy back towards the very end of the season and make a playoff push. I mean, you want to get some reps in during the regular season, and he didn't get that chance, and you're going straight into high intensity playoff basketball. Playing on borderline one leg. I mean, that's got to be pretty tough.
With Curry, it's like he clearly was already the Finals MVP for the Warriors before Game 6 even started.
Yeah.
But I feel like he definitely ensured he was getting that trophy no matter what. I mean, he shot 57% from the field, 55% from three on 11 threes. So that's just, man, shot his ass off. 11 threes attempted, not made. That would have been even crazy.
One of the most fun players to ever watch in basketball. It's actually hilarious.
The dude, what's great about him too is he doesn't have to rely on athleticism really whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
He's not the biggest guy. He's not the lankiest guy.
He's pure.
He's just such a great shooter. And his ball handling goes like, I don't think that gets acknowledged enough. He's one of the best ball handlers ever. But he's such a great
handling, and also his vision, his court vision. I think
he's a very good passer.
Very well.
Yeah. It's because of shooting so great. There's other aspects of his game that just aren't brought up enough. But that man is absolute legend. So hats off to him. But so the Warriors dynasty continues. Unfortunately. What's going to happen? What's going to happen next season? I think we'll save that for another episode, more close to when next season starts. But overall,
not going to be the Pistons.
Overall, NBA still don't really care. So we'll leave it at that.
Nope.
But all right.
But I guess we could talk about, I know we said we literally just said 5 seconds ago, don't really care about the NBA, but the NBA draft is tomorrow. And the Pistons have the 5th pick.
That's more we gotta support our team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean,
I think I've done enough supporting of Detroit teams in the top 5 of the drafts in the past.
You know what's stupid?
Decade.
I was like, we could have went in this segment, and we're still going to talk about it, but with a little more, I don't want to say hope, but like a little more excitement. A little more excitement to like, man, what are we going to do with the draft here? What's the move we're going to make? But now I'm just like, man,
I get to the point. I'm like at the point where my Detroit sports excitement comes if the Tigers sign Ronald Acuna, or if the Lions sign Tom Brady, or if the Pistons sign LeBron James, or if the Red Wings sign Connor McJesus. That's where my excitement. That's where it's going to be, because everything else, I mean, we already don't make enough of, we don't make out enough of what we get and bring in So unless we get a mega super duper superstar, then no,
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Yeah. I mean,
But fifth pick.
Yeah. So what I do want to bring up about this is I have a take that I don't think is going to be the popular take. Big surprise. But I don't know. This draft, we've briefly talked about this. I think we kind of had a segment that was cut, but this draft doesn't really impress me.
No.
I think there's potential for 2 to 3 guys in this draft.
I would say 4 at the most.
Yeah, 4 most. But if only 2 guys if only 1 guy ends up being great in this draft, like legitimately great, I also won't be surprised, man. I don't know. And it's the fact that we're gonna cap that out at 4. And of course, who's got the 5th pick?
Yeah, we got screwed for sure.
I don't think it would be the worst move to just trade that pick. Here's why.
I don't know.
Here's why. Especially if we're not getting any fucking vets from Jeremy Grant. Listen, we're gonna need vets on this team at fucking some point. Are we gonna wait till Cade and Sadiq are vets themselves? I mean, I really fucking hope not. We've been waiting.
Very well might.
We've been waiting way too long already. Troy, get us some vets. We need some 3-and-D guys. It would be so much better if we could get a veteran center. I know we've already brought up Ayton. He's not a veteran center. He shows promise, but there's just something weird about him that makes me really reluctant to give him a max contract. We have a lot of money now. We have a fuck ton of money now, thanks to us getting literally nothing for Jeremy Grant. Let's use that money. Let's build this team up with multiple assets, and let's do what Detroit used to do and just have a super well-rounded team. And that should be really fucking easy when you have a player like Cade who can do so many things offensively and defensively. Let's utilize that. Let's fucking utilize that.
But we do need more talent. We do need one more talent guy. And I feel like I understand trading the 5th pick. I get that whole thing, getting vets. Yes. But when you have the 5th pick, you might as well. I hate saying the word bite the bullet because you have the 5th pick in the draft, but you're going to find someone. He's going to be a role player in some way.
But no, here's the thing. A 5th pick is still seen as valuable. It's still a lottery pick. You put that into considerations. I mean, I guess now we got a bunch of fucking picks we can throw around. There are players that we can get in free agency. Might not be this season. Possibly next season, the season I'd prefer to really not go past next season. But you can get a superstar with these. We have multiple good picks that we can throw around. Man,
give me Kawhi.
We have.
I want him so bad. I want Kawhi.
I would love to have Kawhi, but I don't know if he's ever going to play another minute in the NBA. That dude, I don't know if he cares.
Give him all the money.
But we can't just try to do this shit of building up with young guys on top of young guys on top of young guys. It's too much. We need vets. We need a well-rounded team. You're going to keep trying to just develop guys. That's not how you make a winning team. You don't just continuously develop. You pick a core, you stick with that core, and you add, vets, other type of talent around them. You don't just try to build a core after core after core and be the fucking tiger and saying, the end of the rebuild is finally here. You can't just talk that shit. You got to finally fucking do it.
What the Tigers are like, we got Miguel Cabrera, and then the next year, we got Miguel Cabrera, and then the next year, we got Miguel Cabrera, but he's old and he hits singles, and then the next year, we got Miguel Cabrera for 4 more years. Just sign him for an extension. Like he was the only glue that kept Tigers fans going to the games. But the talent around him, you can't even name them because they were non-existent. They're terrible.
I want to, if we can get Steven and Zach on, I want to discuss what players would be good to actually fit in with this team. I have a feeling something's going to happen at the draft with the Pistons. I think we are going to add not just some rookie coming in. I think we're going to add a player that's already in the league tomorrow. I think that I do think Troy has a plan. There's no shot.
There has to be.
There's no shot we just gave him up just for money. Like, again, is that plan getting Ayton? I will be pissed. If we get Ayton, but we don't pay him that much, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that because the dude can still play basketball. It's just, can he play basketball at a max contract level? Fuck no. I haven't seen that. Especially when it matters.
You want to play hypothetical? I'm going to ask you a question. I want your raw reaction.
Okay.
You wake up tomorrow morning. You check your phone. First thing you see is breaking news. The Pistons sign LeBron James to a 10-year contract for $470 million. What is your reaction? 10 years
contract.
$470 million.
He's making $47 million a year. It's LeBron. He has actually shown physical decline. Not much, but the injuries are actually starting to happen.
So just to give you a scope, at the last year of his contract, he'll be 47 years old.
I just
see, I can't just ask, if we get LeBron James, I have to throw in the stipulation, no, they give him a 10-year contract.
And it's in the sense that where he goes, people are going to want to go. That team's going to get a lot of publicity. So good things will happen for the team.
But we're also minus $470 million.
Right. That also being said, I think LeBron is done winning, not in general as winning records. I think he's going to be fine with that. I'm talking about championships because the Lakers aren't doing anything anymore.
I mean, he's got a guy in his team that could be a top 5 talent and can't stand on 2 feet. So,
right. We'll get into that another time. I have a very strong opinion on that, and I think you agree with me. That I will say, something about me thinks that dude might surprise everyone and end up in Miami again. There's something about it. I don't know why. I know he still loves the city, and Miami's got a good team. But at the end of the day, would I want the Pistons to make that move? No, because it's not going to help us win a championship. It'd be cool publicity-wise. The Pistons actually getting talked about.
You have probably
of course,
4 years of a window where you could actually win a championship.
I'm
with
just saying
LeBron and Cade and Sadiq.
The
last 6.
I think the percent still favors us not winning a championship. But that also being said, I've said it many times, LeBron James will end up back in Cleveland. He will be playing with his son, and Stephen Curry will join them in Cleveland. Watch. It's going to shock everyone. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. I'm telling you right now. Now, if LeBron, because I know LeBron and Steph want to play with each other. I know that. But I know LeBron even more so wants to play with Bronny. I don't know. There's something about, I feel like Curry could make the move. I feel like that'd be some wild thing, but I don't know. I've been saying that for a while.
I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise if Curry left. And it also wouldn't be a surprise if he was a Warrior for life.
See, I feel like most people would say it would be a surprise if Curry would leave, just because.
No. I'm saying like I can see it happening, but I think it would be like if he didn't leave, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, I figured that would happen because it seems like he's been there for 40 years already. And he's already won 75 championships. So
Yeah.
don't check my math on that.
But anyways, yeah, we will get much more into the Pistons in general come next show, and I want to try to record that soon because
we'll do a full Pistons pod where we go in.
Okay.
With two people that actually have more of an opinion than us.
Well, not more of an opinion, but a completely alternate opinion than us.
Yeah.
Because I want to like the team. I do. But this team more than any of our teams has. I'm saving it. We'll get into it.
I raise you the Tigers.
But at least they've had superstars. But we'll finish off. We'll finish off with the Stanley Cup Finals. You know, it was cool the first two games, especially since we all know both of our views who we want to win.
Mm-hmm.
It was that was the strangest thing. Vasilevsky giving up all those goals in game 2. That was
7.
So weird.
Was he in? Did he give up all 7? Did they switch goalies at all?
I think he was in the whole. 7? I think he was in the whole game.
Yikes!
And game 4 just started.
Yep.
I mean, is it really surprising though the fact that game 3 Tampa came out and just took Colorado's head off? No, I mean we've been over this. This is going to be a series. There's no shot it doesn't go at least 6. We've already brought up what we think. I think it's going 7. It's a dogfight, and I know Tampa actually just scored 30 seconds into the game. It is currently.
Did they really?
Yeah, it's 8:30, so the game just started.
Yeah.
Probably 15, 20 minutes ago.
You think it's still going to go 7?
Yeah, I do.
See, I think
an annoying fucking team.
Now, after Colorado 1-2,
they look better. But the thing is, they look better. But it's
way better.
It's Tampa. They don't give a shit.
Well, here's my thing. I think after Colorado won the first 2, I kind of knew in the back of my head Tampa Bay was going to win the next, just because you can't lose 7-0.
That would be the score in game 3?
No.
It's.
But at the same time, I would also be more on Tampa's side for this game as well. I mean, not just because they're up 1-0 already, but I think it's going to go 2-2, and then I think Colorado's just going to shut it down. I think they're going to find their stride, because the same exact thing happened within Tampa last series against the Rangers. They lost the first 2 games. They got blown out the first 2 games, and they won 4 in a row. Now I don't think Tampa Bay's going to win 4 in a row.
Neither do I.
But they're gonna make it interesting. For sure.
Yeah. I just
sucks because I hate both of them. I hate the Avs as a Red Wings fan. Hate Tampa Bay because they've won 6 in a row. So I'm at a loss. So lose.
Just can't wait till Tampa's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Annoying the shit out of me.
The whole city. I think they should just.
No, I like the city of Tampa, but the Tampa Bay Lightning. Fuck off. Most annoying team. We're not the most annoying team. That team resides in Boston, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be a hell of a series. I kind of want to put this game on. I'm going to wrap things up. Congratulations. Shout out to Austin Matthews, Hart Trophy, and the Lindsay Trophy winner.
Snub.
Best player in the league,
McJesus snubbed.
Not when you don't play
but
defense.
How about Mo Sider, Calder Cup? Everybody knew it was going to happen, but in his speech, he said, "Yeah, I didn't prepare a speech. I didn't think I was going to win." But
did he really not think he was going to win?
Yeah, he didn't think he was going to win.
I felt like he was I feel like it wasn't that close.
No, he had I think it was like he had every single first place vote, I think, except for like 20.
He's so
But he's
good.
like, yeah, I didn't prepare a speech. I didn't think I was gonna win. I think that's just hilarious. And then he also made fun of it. Like he shot a knock at his parents because they were on vacation. They didn't come to the ceremony.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, he's going to be the best player for the Red Wings for quite a while. So
Yes.
you guys got a good one. We've been over that.
Give me 2-3 years. Red Wings will be back in the playoffs. Tigers will hopefully be competing. The Pistons will be right about the time where they get that 2025 pick. And the Lions, I think they're going to be really good this year. And I think they're going to get a little bit better. Retract. Didn't mean to say really good. I didn't mean to say that. The Lions are going to be good this year.
You know,
they're not going to be bad.
I brought this up to you recently. We got so many things we can talk about, and God knows how many episodes, but let's just quickly go over what we think, which of our teams is going to be successful quicker in order. You know, like
in order.
Yeah, in order.
Okay.
Which team's going to be successful the quickest, and second, third, fourth. And I'm going to put. Okay. I'll also talk about the Red Wings. They're not my team, but the Detroit team. So I'll put it in there. The Leafs are already good. Yeah, so
I already got my 4. Number 1 is the Red Wings. I think they'll have the success the quickest.
I mean, let's define success. Just like a pretty like a team.
I think they'll be. You go ahead.
I just want to say, do you think it'd be good to say like a team that like you expect them to make the playoffs?
Yes.
I think that's a pretty fair definition.
Yeah. So I think the Red Wings have the most talent to contend in the playoffs or even a playoff hunt in the next 2 years, 1 to 2 years. I would definitely throw them up in the top. Number 2, I'm going to have to go with the Lions. I mean, that draft was phenomenal. I don't think it could have gotten any better. And I think we're going to shock a lot of people this year. And the NFC North is only getting worse. So I think they can start kind of having some winning seasons, getting playoff games, being more exciting. Tigers, number 3. I know the offense, if the offensive talent is not there yet, but I think it will come along. I think Javi Baez will actually work out as much as people don't like him. I think we just got to bite the bullet and say he's going to be fine. He'll work it out, whatever. Riley Greene and Spencer Torkelson are going to be great. And our fucking pitching staff is going to be phenomenal. And we're going to keep teams to 4 or 5 runs a game. If we can get our offense back up, I think we'll be very, very fine when it comes to competing in the Central in the next few years. And like we're not healthy. There's still so many people on the IR. We've gotten so many bad breaks this year.
Yeah,
now, that's
you don't want to give them.
You
don't want to give them an excuse, but at the same time, when it's been so insane, you have to bring it up.
All healthy sophomore years for Riley Greene, Spencer Torkelson, healthy pitching staff. You know, we could be good in a couple years. Please keep AJ Hinch. That's like a key part. Please keep AJ Hinch and Chris Fetter. Pistons 4. I mean, I did have them as my 1 or in my top 2. I think they'll be good. I'm not saying they won't. But I've seen too many bad Pistons teams in the past few years that it's hard for me to get behind, a playoff push in the next couple of years. I know how talented Cade is. I love the guy, but I mean, we'll see. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, number 1, I agree. I think the Red Wings I think you guys got a lot of good young pieces. It comes down to Steve Yzerman. You guys, I've said it before. I'll say it again. You got the guru. He's going to find a way to make that team a playoff team. And I really, really want them to be a playoff team. I don't like them, but I'll tell you why I want to be a playoff team. Because this gives me a chance to go to Maple Leaf playoff games. I can't do that when they're playing up in Toronto, okay? For one, the tickets are incredibly expensive. For two, I live like 6 hours at least from Toronto, if not more. So that's not happening. I really want to see the Maple Leafs in the playoffs. So Red Wings, you got to help me out. But legitimately, they're going to be fine. Number 2, this is tough for me. I'm going to go with the Tigers at number 2. I do think we actually are on the verge of the Lions actually being like a decent team. I think the energy around that team is looking really nice. That's my main thing with that. But it's still the Lions. It's the most cursed team in sports. I'm not putting that much faith into them, okay? Number 2, yeah, the Tigers. Yeah, worst offense I've ever seen. Sure. However, that pitching staff is great. We got pieces to build on. We got guys that we can trade too. That's the thing. I agree with you, Javi Baez. You know, maybe he has already started to come around. I don't know. We all know he can play baseball. Is he ever going to be worth the money we gave him? Don't know. But at the end of the day, I think he's still going to be a pretty good player for us. Yeah. Number 3, Lions, like I just said. I gave basically my spiel on them. It's the energy. And we have done a pretty good job drafting recently too. I really like this year's draft. I really do. So yeah, Lions number 3. Number 4, no hesitation, no doubt, the Detroit Pistons. That's zero faith in them. Here's why. Yes. I agree. I like Cade. We'll go into it. I think I want to go into it next episode. I don't want to make it the focus because I want to focus on what our team can do from here on out. But I've been a guy that said I would have took Jalen Greene over Cade Cunningham. We'll dive into that a little next episode. Don't have time right now, but regardless, I really like Cade. Not mad at the pick. He's clearly going to be a great player. So if you are mad at us having Cade, you're a crazy person.
You don't know basketball,
right? Here's my thing: we have Cade. We have a developing, definite star, possibly superstar, and that's great. That's more than we can say for our teams a lot of the times. So how do I have them at number 4? I mean, we've seen it before. We've seen young guys just wasting their career away in a horrific organization. It's just wanting, just outside of watching a player outside of their fandom, like that team's fandom, just waiting like, man, can this guy just go to a good team now? So this guy, we can see him in the playoffs. We can watch that. I'm really worried that might be what happens with Cade, because
please.
You're more so in the realm of, you think Troy, from what I've gathered, is you think Troy has done pretty well with what we've gotten so far, and
minus the Jeremy Grant trade.
Yeah. Yes. But I compared to what I've thought, I know for a fact Steven does, and I'm sure Zach does too. And that's why I really want to talk all this stuff next episode. But like, I've not been proven a damn thing yet that we've done anything that's really going to help this team out. Again, all we have is young guys. You're not going to do much with that. We haven't been known to really develop players. into good players, and I don't know how long. So with the young player aspect, that doesn't really help. Okay, we drafted Cade. That was the popular number one pick. There's no credit for that. I need to be shown from Troy that this team can do a very intelligent move.
He's cooking. He's cooking for Kawhi Leonard. You heard it here first.
We need to see this team, because a lot of the thoughts were not this past season, but the season before was going to be like our last stinker of a season. This season that just happened was going to be like, all right, Pistons are finally going to be pretty decent this year. We were fucking terrible again. We were so bad this season. I see no light at the end of the tunnel with this team. It's nice to actually have a guy that has so much potential, because we haven't had a guy like that since Grant Hill, honestly. But again, man, build a team.
Yeah.
Build a team.
I agree with the pick.
We want to be consistently in the playoffs. We don't want to be. And honestly, the worst thing too is when you just sit eighth, like around the 8th seed, 8th to 10. Because we've talked about it. You're the 8th seed, especially the Pistons history. You're probably going to get bounced immediately in the playoffs. So who gives a fuck? 9th, 10th seed, you're not getting a good draft pick. So your team's just boring as shit.
Yeah.
We can't do that. We can't just get to that point too.
Right.
Get a team that can fucking play in the playoffs year in and year out. It's so boring.
You heard it. You heard it, Detroit. Do something. Idiots. All right. That was episode 8. The Pistons should draft Shaden Ivey tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah, the draft.
Draft Shaden Ivey.
Yeah, I mean, if we are going to pick a player, if he's on the table, we brought that up. I think he's the best player that's realistically going to be on the table at 5 could be him. I don't think any of the other guys will be.
You have two options. You have Jaden Ivey. If he's not there, you got Ben Mathurin. Those are my 2 picks. I think those are the 2 best players that we can get at 5. Please don't draft Keegan Murray. That's all
I've literally heard people saying rumors that Chet Holmgren's going to be available at 5. I'm like,
no chance.
I still think it's so blasphemous that this guy isn't the clear-cut number 1 overall pick.
I know.
I know Apollo and all that shit. It doesn't matter. Everybody's going to see Chet Holmgren as just a generational talent is going to happen.
But tune in tomorrow at 8. So we'll see. But thank you again, everybody that listens, watches on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram at Motor City Chirps.
Follow us on TikTok. We got a fucking TikTok now. Also
TikTok
at Motor
now.
City Chirps.
There you go. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Bye-bye.